Good evening and welcome to North Florida Weekly. I'm J.R. Reznick.
And I'm Chris Sorenson. Well, Halloween is only a couple weeks away. Do you know where to find that special holiday costume?
Well, several businesses are popping up all over town to fulfill your trick-or-treat fantasies. And I had the opportunity to stop in and find out what makes these shops so popular. Tammy Styles doesn't own your typical business. Her shop is only open a few months out of the year. Style owns Halloween Express in Neptune Beach, and this is crunch time.
We start Halloween Express set up around the middle of August, and then we close down about the middle of November.
But Styles can't prepare for the Halloween rush all by herself.
We hire seasonal employees, and we start with probably about 6 at the beginning when we start setting up, and then we keep adding on as business picks up, and we end up with about 20 by the end of the season.
These seasonal stores aren't the only ones that have to prepare for a busy season. The party shop in San Pablo is open year-round. They carry all kinds of costumes and decor. Employee Jessica Westfall knows what to expect come Halloween season.
The party shop, during Halloween, it's our busiest season. For this store alone, we hire usually 10 more people to have on. The other stores, they can have 5 to 7 people running that store.
Jacksonville has plenty of stores that have shelves stocked with Halloween merchandise. But is competition fierce between seasonal and year-round stores?
We think our prices are pretty good, but we do send out coupons every single month.
We're not real worried about them, and quite honestly, in Jacksonville, there's room for a lot of different stores.
Styles also says her store differs in other ways.
So we just tend to be a little bit larger square footage, have a lot more selection. Party shops tend to not carry as many costumes and as big as square footage because they're open year-round, where we're seasonal. So we tend to carry a lot more. We're a lot bigger space.
Sexy costumes, skeletons, and scary masks are in high demand this time of year. Whether it's the seasonal Halloween or party store, both are making sure there is no shortage of spooky decor and ghastly goods. The stores are in town until the holiday. After that, they return to their graves. Now, Halloween wouldn't be complete with just a costume alone. There's also an orange squash that makes for festive decoration. You can carve them, eat them, and even paint them. Crossroads Church on the south side already has a pumpkin patch with a variety of different types and sizes. Not much business on this day, but the church coordinator says it's still early.
We still got quite a few days to go before it is Halloween. The week before will be really busy. Even the day before, when we do our fall festival, the Friday before, the place will be packed.
The proceeds from the sale goes to help the church's youth ministry. Many local businesses feel that it's not too early to prepare for the holiday season. Some are stocking up on more than just products. Are adding seasonal workers for the holidays. The increase in consumer provides an opportunity for the unemployed to find work in a bad economy. Target is adding 75 new employees. Well, with holiday comes lots of candy. If you're not careful, it can be easy to pack on a couple of pounds. Getting to the gym can be even harder with family in town.
I met with one man who makes time to work out. Meet Justin Brown. He has lost almost 100 pounds in the past 2 years. He works 40-plus hours a week, but still manages to make time for the gym. He used to be considered obese until he decided to turn his life around.
Just got tired of being overweight and struggling to do stuff. Since I've started doing it, you just feel a lot better about yourself. It's a lot easier to do basic things. It was the fact that doing simple stuff like tying your shoe was hard.
Brown's story is a bit of a rarity these days. According to a new study, more Americans are becoming overweight, exercising less, and eating unhealthy foods. Only 5% work out regularly, but Brown says he works out about 4 to 5 days a week.
There's 24-hour gyms, so you can really go any time of day, but you don't need to go to the gym and really spend 3 hours a day there. You can get a good workout in 45 minutes. You can even do something at home if you wanted.
The survey by Gallup Healthway's Well-Being Index shows that 63.1% of adults in the U.S. are overweight, and of that number, 26.5% are considered obese. On any given day, most U.S. adults reported performing little to no physical activities on a daily basis. Brown says he will continue to work out regularly and lead a healthy lifestyle, and is determined to never get out of shape again. In addition to working out, Brown has also changed around his eating habits. Well, your health is probably one of the biggest reasons you work out, but what about this? Researchers from the University of Florida found that women who are skinnier actually make more money. According to the study, women who weigh 25 pounds or less than the average woman earned about $16,000 more per year. For men, though, it's the opposite. Researchers found that thinner men actually make about $9,000 less.
I guess people have the tendency to think that people who are overweight or large are less quick or are lazy or apathetic or something of that nature, and that doesn't always prove to be true.
Career experts say women are held to higher standards when it comes to weight.
Have you ever had that sinking feeling of losing your wallet? Chances are it might cost you.
What's already cost taxpayers millions of dollars will see an end to construction this week. More when we return.
The best thing about UNF is the diversity. I just love the fact that I can come here and intermingle with people from all over the world. I'm Robert Allen. I'm an honor student here at the University of North Florida in Jacksonville. We have smaller classes. They're longer now and a little bit more demanding, but it's for our benefit. My experience with the professors is that they are very open. Here at UNF, you can receive a solid education. UNF, no one like you, no place like this.
Sitting in traffic is something a lot of drivers have to do in Jacksonville. Road construction doesn't help, and one big job is coming to an end. Traffic is now flowing in both directions over the Atlantic Kernan overpass. Weather caused a delay in the opening of the eastbound section last week. The work on the overpass began in early 2008 with an estimated cost of $43 million. Drivers should now find it easier to travel to and from the beaches. The light is no longer necessary to direct traffic at the busy intersection, and the whole project should be finished later this year. One ending brings on a new frustration. The intersection at 9th Street South and Osceola at the beach is closed. The closure began late summer and blocks a major back road for the beach area. It also makes it harder for people to access Baptist Hospital. The Public Works Department website shows that the project will be done by the end of the year. Midterm elections are coming up at the end of the month.
We'll show you two opponents using commercial advertisements to gain an upper hand when we return.
You want to protect your valuables, so you have an alarm system for your house and an alarm for your car. But who do you trust with your personal financial information? Each year, the laws governing your finances change. Florida licensed CPAs are educated, tested, regulated by the state of Florida, and must be recertified every 2 years. Before you share your financial information with anyone, check them out. Make sure your finances are in good hands. Check your CPA's credentials at myfloridalicense.com.
Now we're just weeks away from the election, which means all kinds of political ads and signs. You've probably seen these signs suggesting that you should say no to Amendment 4 on the upcoming ballot.
Many opponents of the amendment believe if passed, it will cost jobs, raise taxes, and hurt the state's economy. The amendment establishes that before local government may adopt a new land use plan, it will be subject to a vote. The vote will determine what projects and business expansions continue in the state of Florida. Firefighters with the Jacksonville Fire Union will vote on what they considered an improved contract proposal next week. The new proposal was negotiated this week. It guarantees no layoffs or non-disciplinary demotions for firefighters for the next 2 years. In order for that to happen, there will be a 2% pay cut. The previous contracts includes 15 firefighter job losses and 23 demotions. City Council will vote on the new proposal October 26th if it's approved by the union. The new contract would restore jobs to firefighters who lost their jobs by the end of October. Well, statewide campaigning continues to heat up as we enter the final month of this electoral season.
Coincidentally, Rick Scott.
Rick Scott was in Jacksonville recently.
Scott sent out a casting call for 200 extras to participate in his commercial. The filming took place in downtown Jacksonville. Those who showed up to be a part of the commercial got a free lunch, and they also had opportunity to meet Rick Scott.
Personally, I live the American dream. I started school in public housing. I've been working all my life. My parents always struggled to make ends meet. I started working by the time I was in 2nd grade, selling TV guides door to door. I had a yard route, sold newspapers. I was worked at amusement park, gas station, grocery stores, cleaned telephone booths. Went to community college and then enlisted in the United States Navy and got married at the age of 19.
What are we doing? Scott says if elected, he plans to run the state of Florida just like a household, watching every penny that's being spent.
When we come back, we will join with us by John Widener, who is the Sports Express, right when we come back.
Ever lose one of these? Everyone has, except for people whose money is fully insured by the FDIC. Those depositors have never lost one penny in the 75 years of the FDIC. Good to know in times like these. So here's the question. Do you know if all your money is safe and sound?
Go to myfdicinsurance.gov
and click on Edie the Estimator.
Because the more you know,
the safer your money.